Running with the Devil, The Wild World of John McAfee. New documentary is out on Netflix. It tells the story of the last couple of years of life of John McAfee, a one-time tech giant, the man who created the famous antivirus software named after him, and then went on to become an increasingly more colorful, erratic, and even an insane character. From doing yoga retreats to supposedly murdering his neighbor in Belize, and then going on the run across multiple different countries to avoid authorities, hiring former special forces people as his bodyguards, and all the time claiming that people are after him, the cartel, the CIA, you name it. The film starts off with a documentary crew joining McAfee right after the neighbor death, and together with him, they all go on the run, following him for a couple of weeks, illegally crossing borders and so on. Then, after McAfee ditches the crew, we reconnect with him again a couple of years later as the former cameraman joins him again at one time, and there's also a character of a ghostwriter who joins him at another time. And they both kind of relay the stories of following this madman almost all the way until his death in a Spanish prison. Now, here's the thing. I've heard stories about John McAfee before, and every time I've read a new piece about him, it would seem wilder and wilder. And with such rich material to draw on in telling his story, I would expect the film to be at least equally crazy and entertaining. But somehow it wasn't. I thought it was very messy and disjointed, and somehow almost even boring at times. Yes, there are moments which are making you rightly go, what the fuck is going on? But there are also moments where instead of focusing on McAfee himself, we're sort of forced to listen to these failed documentary people from the first attempt, or the ghostwriter who seemed to be pretty self-centered in the way he told the story. And, you know, through all of it, the movie really struggles to keep us invested in what's going on and informing us just how much time has passed or giving us all the context. It's rather a series of chaotic encounters that don't always create a coherent narrative structure. So, a great topic for the documentary, but the execution was disappointing. I think it's much better to watch one of the many YouTube videos available on the subject, or read one of the many articles on John McAfee, because they seem to do a much better job of telling his story than this movie.